Welcome back, Grow Family, and of course, welcome new viewers who are always welcome. I invite you to hit the subscribe button down at the bottom so you can join the Grow Family. Let's go. Quick recap of last week's episode before we get started with this week's episode. So last week, episode 1, our big question was, how do I stay motivated? Today's video is going to be a part 2 of how to stay motivated. I'm going to add 2 more, advice, questions, little dialogues that you can have with yourself to help you be successful, to help you find the energy and the motivation to just do the dang thing. We started with asking ourselves why, and then we went into asking ourselves how badly do we want it. So for the context of this video, I'm going to use the example of goal setting. I believe that this is a perfect example to use. It's January, it's 2020, it's a new year. People make resolutions, people make monthly goals, weekly goals, yearly goals. We're using the example of goal setting, and pick a goal. You can go along with me while you're picking a goal. Let's ask ourselves why. So why did I choose this goal? Why do I want to complete this goal? Why do I want to succeed in this goal? What value does the success of completing this goal add to my life? Why? Always start with asking yourself why. Going into how badly do I want it? Well, how badly do I want to succeed? How badly do I want to reap the benefits of completing this goal? You chose this for a reason. Your goal should be because you wanted this. It shouldn't be because someone else is setting a goal for you. Otherwise, it's harder to complete something. It's harder to do something if it's not internally motivated, if you're not internally driven. I'm going to drop a pro tip, okay? It's very beneficial for you if you kind of have this dialogue with yourself, especially with goal setting, before you lose motivation, before you lack energy in completing something, because in this way you kind of know and you understand before you're doing it. You have reason behind why you're doing something, reason behind why you're goal setting, and then this will help you when you notice that your energy levels start to drop, when you notice that I don't want to get up and do it, and that kind of fight back and forth with ourselves. We'll already have done the work before, so we're preparing. So I'm going to call this next question, dialogue, thought process, reflection, whatever you want it to be. Step 3 is going to be, I call it self-control. We've already talked about last week how you can only control what you have control over, but really, you can only control what you have control over. So now we really got to look at, okay, what do I have control over? What can I do to help myself be successful in these goals? Which actions can I take to be successful in this goal? And it's not an easy answer. It's not an easy question to answer, but it needs to be answered, right? And if we can prepare and we can really understand and know ahead of time what steps we actually have to take to be successful, then it helps that journey. It makes it less, confusing. It makes it less in your face. You're breaking it down and it's easier to accomplish. So the last dialogue or kind of question or thought process that you should be having with yourself and asking yourself is faith. Do you have faith in yourself? Faith doesn't necessarily have to be, in this context, have to be talking about religion. Do you have faith in what you're doing? Do you believe that you can actually be successful in the goals that you've set for yourself, or in anything that you're doing? Do you believe you can actually do it? Because if you don't believe, or you don't have hope in yourself and your actions, in the steps that you need to take, if you don't think you can do it, then that's right there yourself, like, you're not going to be very successful at it, right? And I believe that our faith and our belief comes from above us, right? So that's something that we need to manifest. That is energy that we need to manifest while we're preparing, while we're thinking, while we're doing whatever it is that we need to be doing to achieve our goal, or in anything that we've started to lack motivation in. To regain motivation is to have faith. Send those energies out there, whether that's through prayer, through meditation, through thought process, whatever it looks like for you. Remember, for you, your own individual, then you need to, manifest that so you can receive that back, so then they can become your reality. You're not going to have a very high chance of actually completing something that you yourself don't believe that you can do. And we're not talking about outside. We're not talking about external beliefs. We're not talking about what other people think. Honestly, forget what other people think right now, because if we're doing and setting this goal for ourselves, it's for us. It's internal. Right now, we're just working about internal. We can get to the rest of the external stuff further down the line in other episodes, but this is about you, right? Do you believe, do you have faith in yourself, in your capabilities, in your hustle, in your grind, in your everyday energy to complete a goal that you set for yourself? Do you believe in that? Do you have faith? If we are unwilling to do the steps and to take the actions to actually go and complete a goal that we're setting for ourselves, and if we don't believe that we can actually do something, if we don't know why we're doing it, if we don't believe that it holds value and it will add value to our life, and if we don't know how badly we want it, if it's really not that important, then unfortunately, this is not where we need to be. Unfortunately, this is not the direction that we need to be heading, a goal that we need to be setting for ourselves. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'm really rooting for the purpose-driven, the ambitious men, women, people out there who really want to better themselves, who really want to fulfill their purpose, or, to just be a better version of themselves. I'm rooting for you. I believe in you, but you have to believe in yourself. You have to do the work. You have to prepare. You have to ask yourself these questions, have these dialogues with yourself. You have to go through the uncomfortableness to get comfortable somewhere else. It's possible. If you want to be successful in any area of your life, it's possible. You just have to believe. I really hope that the advice that I've been sharing in that last week's episode and today's episode, these questions, these dialogues, these advice, these thought processes, I really hope that this adds value to your life and that you're able to take something away from this. I only speak from my experiences and my experiences alone, and I give advice based on the advice that I've taken myself and done myself, and the steps that I've taken to kind of help me get successful and break, the lack of motivation and lack of energy that I have to do things and to be successful. And if I'm able to help at least one person, if anything that I've said has been able to resonate or, click in at least one person's mind, that to me is a win. That to me is success. Please take away what you want from this episode, last week's episode, all of the mindset series, everything that I share on my YouTube channel or my Instagram page. I've learned to take, what you need from advice. Don't do exactly what someone else did, because end of the day, you are you, I am me, they are they. We are all our own individuals. We all have our own past. We all have our own journeys. I just want to help, give advice anywhere that I can, right? So if you found this video to be helpful last week, this week, whichever, just kind of drop a like, press the like button down below, wherever it is. Subscribe to this channel to be a part of the Girl family and to watch more of the mindset series. There's going to be lots of episodes coming up. Next episode, episode 3, drops January 15th, and the topic will be how to be more self-aware. Self-awareness is so huge, and we're going to go in depth into that. If you have any questions, comments, anything, drop a comment below. You can DM me on my Instagram page. We can have a conversation. Anything, I'm an open book. Let's talk. Any advice, any help that I can give you, let me help you. Anyways, good luck, guys. See you next week.